what if I told you there's a hidden vulnerability built into the global phone system? One that's so powerful, hackers can use it to listen to your phone calls, read your texts, and even track your live location, without touching your phone. No app, no malware, no permissions. And the most shocking part? Even the CIA knew about it. And they didn't stop it. Instead of fixing it, they quietly used it. And now, that decision has left billions of people, including you, exposed. This isn't science fiction, it's real. It's called SS7, and it's one of the biggest digital backdoors still open in 2025. Warning: this video is for educational purposes only. It does not accuse or attack any government or intelligence agency. It's intended to raise awareness about real-world cybersecurity threats that affect everyday users. Stay with me as we uncover what SS7 actually is, how hackers exploit it, how the CIA got involved, and how this decades-old flaw is still being abused right now. SS7, short for Signaling System 7, is a protocol designed in the 1970s. Its job is simple: to help telecom networks around the world talk to each other. Whenever you make a phone call, send a text, or use roaming while traveling, SS7 is silently working behind the scenes. So it was built during a time when the world, trusted each other, when networks weren't really worried about hackers or cyber attacks. But honestly, that trust created a massive problem. There's no encryption, no authentication, and no access control. And that means anyone who gets access to the SS7 system can basically see everything. Alright, let's break it down. When a hacker taps into SS7, either through a compromised telecom provider, a fake base station, or even a dark web SS7 gateway, they can do things like intercept your phone calls, read your SMS messages, including those two-factor authentication codes, see your real-time GPS location, track when you turn your phone on or off, and even redirect your calls without you ever knowing. And here's what makes it honestly terrifying. They don't need to infect your phone with malware. They don't need your password. They don't even need to talk to you. They're attacking the network itself, not your device. So where does the CIA come into this? According to leaked documents, whistleblower reports, and investigative journalism, agencies like the CIA and NSA discovered the SS7 vulnerability years ago. Instead of alerting the public or pushing for global security upgrades, they reportedly used the flaw for surveillance, tracking, and intelligence gathering. In short, it became too valuable to fix. They chose silence over security. And that silence created a global security gap, one that hackers now use against us all. What began as a secret weapon is now an open wound. This isn't a theory or what if. In Germany, hackers used SS7 to intercept banking one-time passwords sent via SMS and drained customer accounts. In Mexico, journalists and political activists were tracked using SS7 location data. In the United States, a 60 Minutes investigation showed how foreign hackers could tap into an American congressman's calls, using nothing but SS7 access. And in Ukraine, SS7 was reportedly used during wartime surveillance operations by foreign actors. The same vulnerability, the same silence everywhere. You might think this kind of power is reserved for governments only, but it's not. In reality, these tools are shockingly accessible to anyone with the right connections and enough determination. Cybercriminals today can access SS7 exploitation tools like SS7 Map, which is used to probe global routing vulnerabilities. These programs are often traded or sold in underground forums. There's YateBTS or OpenBTS. Those let you create fake mobile towers, tricking nearby phones into connecting and exposing their data. Wireshark with SS7 filters can be used to sniff traffic data, revealing sensitive information as it travels across networks. Then, there's SS7 Box. That's an online black market service providing SS7 access, making it even easier for attackers to exploit these vulnerabilities. And of course, dark web SS7 APIs paid monthly, so people can send spy commands to phones all over the world, often without leaving a trace behind. With the right access and a little money, anyone can become a silent spy. So here's who's most vulnerable. People who still rely on SMS for two-factor authentication, travelers using roaming networks abroad, phones that connect to 2G or 3G towers, even just temporarily individuals using unpatched or outdated SIM carriers, and of course activists, journalists and public figures, they're commonly targeted. Even if you're not a high-value target, your calls, your texts, your location, they're all still being processed through the same weak system. So, can you actually protect yourself from these kinds of threats? Well, not completely, because SS7 lives deep inside the telecom network, not on your phone itself. That means you can't just install an app or update your device to be fully safe. But you can reduce your risk. Use secure messaging apps like Signal or Telegram for calls and texts. They actually bypass SS7 entirely, keeping your conversations private. Avoid SMS-based two-factor authentication whenever possible. Instead, switch to apps like Google Authenticator or Authy for better security. Turn off 2G support in your phone settings if your device allows it, since older networks are more vulnerable to these attacks. Use a VPN to help hide your metadata and encrypt your internet connections, adding another layer of protection. And definitely watch for strange behavior, like delayed texts, dropped calls, or weird SIM notifications. These could be signs that something suspicious is happening. These won't fix the network, but hey, they'll make you a harder target. So it's 2025, we've had 4G, 5G, and there's even talk about 6G on the horizon. But why is this decades-old flaw still hanging around? Well, honestly, it's because the world still relies on legacy systems. Carriers are, pretty slow to upgrade. Governments aren't exactly rushing to push through reforms. And let's be real, some agencies actually want to keep that back door open. SS7 is proof that, hey, not all cybersecurity threats come from apps or viruses. Sometimes the most dangerous ones are baked right into the system itself. The SS7 protocol honestly should have been patched a long time ago, but instead it was used as a tool. And that choice, whether by the CIA or someone else, well, it turned into a global failure of responsibility. And now, we're all paying the price. The power to spy on your calls shouldn't be in anyone's hands. They're not governments, not corporations, not even hackers lurking in the shadows. Yet here we are, living in a world where your phone can betray you, silently and invisibly, without you ever knowing it's happening. If you found this video eye-opening or learned something new, go ahead and hit that like button to support the channel. Subscribe to stay ahead of digital threats and get the latest updates on how to protect yourself. And, hey, comment. Fix the network, not just the phone, if you believe the system itself needs change. Your voice matters. Thanks for watching. Stay alert, stay secure. Don't let your guard down in this digital age, and I'll see you in the next one.